Wait, it looks like we are streaming. Okay, let me hit the music and let's do this. Here we go. Can you hear it? Okay, let's dance.
So you wanna be a groupie, hanging with the insect,
Hanging with the inset.
looking real
We are the in crowd, Karen.
cool and fine, casting your fake image.
Here we go. Here's the bridge.
So you wanna be
Here we go. Grab those drumsticks. Bop, 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 bop. There we go. We're no lonely girls here. I'm Bonnie D today, and this is Karen G, and we're back with more Two Saucy Dames. I hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving if you're celebrating in this part of the world. I'm in Tennessee, as a friend of mine says. He's from Israel, but he says Tennessee, and Karen is somewhere in Hawaii and in the beautiful islands of Hawaii, and we are here on the opposite parts of the world, opposite parts of the United States. And I had turkey with stuffing and sweet potatoes and green beans and cranberry sauce homemade yesterday. Karen, what was your Thanksgiving dinner?
It was grilled steak. We decided to do the steak thing instead of turkey, and we did the famous Bonnie yams for the first time with pineapple, crushed pineapple.
I didn't know we had Bonnie yams. Tell them what the recipe was. I just changed your name. Go ahead.
It is and we put some sweet yams, the canned yams, crushed pineapple, a little
Mhm.
vanilla, a little brown sugar, and it's just amazing.
I'll have to get the recipe from. Oh, it's my recipe. I just don't put vanilla in it. Yes, funny story. Well, I have to introduce us first, then I'll tell the funny story. But I hope everybody had a good one. And I hope whoever you are, wherever you are, with whomever you spent the holiday, or even if you spent it alone, I hope you had something to be grateful for. And I tell people I wish you a happy, delicious, gratitude stuffed Thanksgiving. And I don't care whether it's the steak or the potatoes or something is stuffed with gratitude. You got to find something. We have to find something to be grateful for. Family or friends are just getting up and being alive every day. That's got to be enough. So let me read our opening. I did tweak it a little bit, Karen, so it's never exactly the same. And here we go. You may know us, Bonnie D and Karen G, seasoned content creators having fun seriously. Do you like that? Now on We Dish, we're here to play lighting up the cybersphere in our unique Too Saucy way. Chit-chatting on culture, music, and food for a start. Say what news, plus our original poetry and art. We're sharing our insights, smiles, and delight. Join us live or on demand anytime, day or night. We won't be here at night, but you can find us. We hope you'll enjoy as we chat and connect. On We Dish, we bring fun you might not expect. Bonnie D and Karen G, today's two saucy dames, more two saucy dames. Together we'll dish on life's many games. What'd you think?
Love it.
Like it? Thank you very much. I did a little tweaking there. Yes. So Karen, steak, steak and sweet potatoes. What'd you have for dessert?
Oh, well, also though, we added like the mashed potatoes. I made my mom's famous like spaghetti noodles instead of mac salad. It's spaghetti noodles and potatoes, but we added peas and carrots and
Oh,
cucumbers and celery, and we just did a whole, you know,
sounds very
little,
nice.
yeah.
I did a pumpkin pie in a store-bought graham cracker crust. You said you bought them. I've never bought one before. And it comes with a little plastic cover that you take off. It's
Mm-hmm.
inside to keep the graham cracker from moving around while it's in transit. And then it
Yes.
becomes a cover for the pie, which I thought was really adorable. But I realized it wasn't deep dish. So when I had my
Oh,
pureed pumpkin, Libby's, and evaporated milk. I bought some fresh cans. I realized I couldn't put the second can of evaporated milk in because I looked at the volume of the mix, the batter, if you will.
aren't they
Two
like
eggs.
double? It
Well,
wasn't a double.
it wasn't the graham cracker crust they were selling was just a short pie,
Oh, a
a,
single one. Because
a
sometimes
single
if you do
one.
two, then you can you know what my mom did? She bought the little baby ones,
Oh, like little tarts.
little tarts, and then you can just make like 12 of them, and then you don't feel like you're eating like a whole bunch. You just keep taking
I
one
like,
little
yes.
mini
And
pie.
you pretend you're not eating a whole bunch. Yes. Well, there were only three of us. And so I thought, so I stopped, I eyeballed it and I said, don't open the second one. And it fit perfectly. The pie came right to the top of that. It
Wow.
was absolutely lovely. And then my daughter made a homemade apple pie with three different kinds of apples that was just
Ooh.
delicious, delicious. So we had a good one. So, do you have any new Two Saucy Dame songs for me, Karen? I wanted to find out if you got a couple of new songs to define you as a saucy dame. You want to share a
Oh,
couple?
wow.
Yeah, no songs?
Wait, there's one from well, there's always the Wonder Woman theme song. Gotta go with
Okay.
that.
All right. I like that. You didn't do that one before. Any more?
There is what is it? The I just can't like I'm too excited. Is that by
I'm so excited.
I'm so excited. I
Okay.
think especially with this show. I think we're always
Oh,
excited to share, you
we
know?
are. We are. Well, I have four new songs. Number one is from 1966. These Boots Are Made for Walking by Nancy Sinatra.
Ooh.
And that's just what I'll do. Yes. And sometimes you need to know when that door needs to swing out and you need to push it open and you need to leave. I'm not talking about personal relationships or business related, or sometimes you just need to say, I'm out of here. And I
Hmm.
think I've that's
Hmm.
helped me through the years. Also, to go with that, Respect by Aretha Franklin. To
Oh,
the next year,
yes.
1967, RESPECT. Find out what it means to me. Take care, TCB, taking care of business. Okay, suck it to me, suck it to me, suck it to me, suck it to me.
Ooh.
Yes, so that was good. And then moving up to 1978, Gloria Gaynor's I Will Survive. Some of these
Oh
are
my gosh, as
on
always,
the
always, yeah.
same. I will survive long as I know how to love. I know I'll stay alive. I got my love to live and all my love to give. I will survive. I will survive. Yes, I think that's for business as well as personal. And then the last one I'm getting to like a lot. I've been fascinated with this song for years. 1984, New Attitude by Patti LaBelle. I'm
Oh,
feel
Patti LaBelle.
I'm feeling good
I
from
love
my
that.
head to my shoes. Know where I'm going and I know what to do. I tidied up my point of view. I got a new attitude. What'd you think? Cool?
PQ. PQ teach positive intelligence. I just thought of
Mm.
one.
Yes.
BTS's The Best Is Yet to Come.
And
Whenever I think of that, and you think, oh my gosh, have I done it all? What do I do next? The best is yet to come.
And
And
you
trust
know,
it.
that was a Frank Sinatra song years ago too.
I saw that.
Yes,
I
let
did
me
not
let me
know.
see
I
if
did
I
not
can hum it
know
for
that
you.
was
The best is yet to come, and won't it be fine? The best is yet to come. Da 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 da. It has to do with a relationship, but anyway, I try not to kill it. Okay, so good. So you did have a couple songs. So let's do our off the top. I don't think I asked you this yet. Holiday shopping, in person, online, wish lists,
holiday
gift
shopping makes me
cards.
feel like,
Are
you know
you
what I
a
do?
what? Are you a rapper? Do you wrap gifts?
Oh no, no, I'm not a rapper. I just Wrapping gives me major anxiety. I do the best Christmas gift bags.
Yeah.
Lately, I shop on trips.
Oh.
So if you get stuff from Australia, if I'm in Japan, because it's something that means something, right? Plus, it's
Hmm.
fun. And then all your Christmas shopping is pretty much done
There you go.
when you're shopping. Yeah.
There you go. When you're giving gifts to your family, your husband, your two daughters, friends, people who are close to you, do you prefer to shop brick and mortar in person? Today is Black Friday, I know. Or do you shop online? That's the first question. What's your pref?
Like I said, I do it way before the holidays. I used to do Black Friday. In fact, we got our huge first flat screen TV because we had the
Hmm.
box TVs.
Yes.
And then after a while, you realize no Black Friday shopping ever in person because why? Like you said, the online shopping, Black Friday, Amazon, Black Friday, wherever you are online, why not keep it simple?
Why not keep it simple? Okay. Do you ask people what they want? I know you said you shop when you're traveling, but do you ask people what they want? Do you check wish lists if they tell you they have one? Or do you just give the equivalent of cash, which would be a gift card? I give e-cards to my granddaughters because they know what they want and I don't. So what do you prefer? Wish
I
lists?
think with the family, yeah, sometimes it's wish lists because we want to make sure that. But you know what? I've realized as they get older, yeah, the cash, then you don't. It's de-stresses everybody.
Absolutely. And sometimes I tell them, please take a picture of whatever you buy
I
and send
love
me the
that.
picture so I know what you did. There you go. New Year's resolutions, yay or nay, Karen G?
I think I'm constantly because I believe the best is yet to come. Resolutions get modified depending on the situation. So I don't want to. Otherwise, you're disappointed rather than saying I'm going to modify as we go. Because what
I
you think is important today may
mhm.
not be important tomorrow, in a
I
heartbeat.
I just do it day by day. I wake up and I say, what am I going to do today? Well, how many shows do I have? Radio or video simulcast shows? Do I have to set up chose for next week or the week after? Do I have graphics to do? Do I want to bake today? Am I really
Yeah.
gonna not
Be in
bake
the
those?
present moment, right? Otherwise,
Absolutely.
you think, oh no, I have to do these 10,000 things. They're on my resolution list, and it just creates so much unnecessary anxiety and stress.
I also don't believe in a bucket list. I figure if you're waiting to, oh, I got a bucket list, do the damn thing whenever the time is right for you and don't say before I die. Of course, you can do it before you die because you're doing it. So just people say, I have 10 things to do on my bucket list. So go climb Mount Kilimanjaro. Do it now. Don't think about it. Just go get it done and say, I did it and live long enough to talk about it and enjoy it, right?
I
I,
like
I'm
that perspective.
I don't believe in bucket lists. I figure if I want to do something, I'm going to do it as soon as and as best as I can at the time when it seems right for me. And I'm not going to leave it for, oh, what are the 10 things I want to still do in my life? I think I've done most everything I wanted to, actually. I'm pretty
Wow.
fulfilled on that. I've climbed a lot of mountains, proverbially and metaphorically, and reached the top in my own fashion. Let's see what else we've got here. So no resolutions. Holiday movies, holiday TV, classics. It's a Wonderful Life, Charlie Brown, Rudolph the Red Nose, Frosty, Snowman. There's a hot Frosty out apparently. A guy with a six-pack abs they're putting out now. And
Oh,
there's a hot Santa Claus that somebody debuted. Hallmark movies, do you watch those? What are your favorite things to watch on TV during the coming holidays?
we were
Karen?
just talking about that as a family, and I sometimes get tired of it, but my family wants to watch it again. And it's Santa Claus, the Tim Allen. There's like three of them.
Mm-hmm.
Polar Express, I think I'm the type of person who I don't like watching something again unless it's like really, really, really good, but I'll just give in to the families like, let's watch Polar Express. Miracle on 34th Street, believe it or not,
Mm.
I did not watch that growing up. My mom was from Japan. We didn't really watch holiday movies, didn't have the stocking thing. But as an adult, I and my daughter would be like, well, let's watch a classic. Mom, do you remember? I'm like, you know what?
No.
I've never seen it. Let's watch it now. So now it becomes a classic for the Gibsons.
Oh, that's really cool. I can't watch anything that makes me cry. And Hallmark movies,
Oh,
Hallmark
really? I
Christmas movies.
love crying. If
I
I cry, it makes it like I want to cry again.
I've
I
had
don't know
some
what.
I've had a couple of real reasons to cry recently, and I don't want movies to make me cry, and I cry very, very easily. I just finished
Easily.
finally West Wing, which I never saw 20 years ago, and I knew that a certain character was going to die because the actor died, and they had to write it into the script.
Oh,
And I was in season 7, and I kept wait. Well, we're on episode one. We're on episode 2. Well, he's still alive. He's episode. Oh, he just walked in the room. We're on episode 4. We're on episode, and then finally, 10 or 20, they announced that he had a heart attack, but he really did. So, but I was primed because I knew because I liked the actor so much that I had Googled him, his
oh,
IMDb, and it
wow.
said he passed. It was John Spencer, and it said he passed away at the age of 58. But he had already recorded a couple of episodes in the final season of the show, so they used those, and then they had to say
Wow.
so anyway, it was just very interesting. But I waited. I cried a little bit, and when they did certain things on the show, I shed a few tears. So yeah, some mushy stuff about relationships and people getting together. And I'm clapping. Yay, they took the trip
Yeah,
together. They're sitting. I knew that seat on the plane was going to be filled with Donna. I knew it. And it was just have to have. Yeah,
that's why we love it. Or,
uh,
oh no, don't make that choice, and
I'm a real mush. We just started watching a brand new Ted Danson series called Man on the Inside with my kids who were
oh,
here for just for the one day for Thanksgiving. It is so funny. It is so well written. I don't remember what channel on, whether it's
man on the
Netflix or
inside.
Man on the Inside. It is a comedy. It is done so incredibly well. And some aging, formerly very popular actresses and actors show up in the show. But Ted Danson, white
I
hair,
love Ted
and
Danson.
this is a really, really good one. Man on the Inside. We watched, I think, 3 episodes last night, and I'm gonna finish watching it myself and no crying involved. And how do you relax during the holidays, Karen?
I was thinking of that. I love reading. Reading
Mm-hmm.
sometimes like right now I'm reading a Nicholas Sparks book, so the romance thing. I love bubble baths. And I think
Oh,
listen to my favorite. Yeah, sometimes I have to like make myself go because I think I don't have time for it. But once you're in there, and Sabrina said you have to get the bubbles and blow, which makes you feel like you're I don't have time for that. But once you do it,
yes, you do.
it's very, very relaxing. And my all-time favorite passion, napping.
Okay, napping should be relaxing. What do I do to relax? I put in
Yes.
I tore out the horribly ugly master bathroom fixtures when I moved into this house 2 years ago, and I put in a very deep garden tub, not with the jets,
Well,
not with a jet. When you're a jet, you're no jets, no from West Side Story. Otherwise, I was told they get gunked up. So I put in a deep garden tub, and then I realized it takes a lot of water to fill it up, and my water tank will keep the water hot until just about you get to the point where it's close to the top of the tub where I need it, but then the water cools off very quickly. So you got to get in fast when it's hot. And I used it about 5 times. My daughter has used it more than I have, and I haven't been in that tub in probably 6 months. So
wow.
maybe, well, I have a gorgeous shower I've just put in
Yeah,
a
yeah.
couple months ago. It's not like, let's not go there. But anyway, yes, but I think I'm going to make a date with myself to get in that great big deep tub and enjoy it. And I got one that has a almost like a shelf, a hand, not a rail inside, but
Oh, yes, yes,
it's
yes. I've seen that.
sculptured on the inside so that you can rest your elbows
Wow.
and you can kind of float on it like that. And it's a beautiful tub. It's just gorgeous. And I just hired somebody to clean my house, and she did a good job scrubbing the tub, even though it hadn't been used in 6 months. But anyway, so it's all clean. So I'm going to use that. So that's how I
You got to
relax.
use it and add candles. I didn't realize. My daughter's like, Mom, you have to put, and the just the lighting, it's like you're having a date
I
with
have a
yourself.
Yeah, I have a deck, a custom deck. We had to rip out the whole thing, and they
Wow.
put a beautiful tile deck, and there is room for candles. So maybe I will. I know I need to find somebody to do it with me. All right, never mind. Okay, putting out the call. Anybody want to take? No, Bonnie, you can't do that. It's time for poetry. Do you have a couple poems to share with us, Karen?
I do. Okay,
Okay.
so I yesterday when we were about to watch a movie or something, I said, she goes, Mom, what are you doing? I said, I have to write a poem right now. And so she's talking. I'm like, wait a minute. And so this is what I came up with. Okay.
Hmm.
One was the acrostic and it's life.
Okay.
Let go of worries, initiate what brings you joy, find a fun purpose, and enjoy the present moment. Eliathy.
I like that. I like that. I'm going to read one. I wrote this. This is a shadorma. I'm learning some new poetry
Ooh.
forms. And a shadorma is a non-rhyming poem format that you count the syllables, 3 on the first line, then 5, then 3 and 3 and 7 and 5. It's 6 lines, and it has a total of 26 syllables. So you have to do the math when you do. So
Whoa.
when you're doing this kind of poetry, you end up counting on your fingers all the time.
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
the prompt for the other day was write a poem of celebration, or to say, I get a prompt from the moderator on the poetry site I participate in. So I decided to write a shadorma, and here we go. What are you, and I'll break when I get to the end of each line. What are you doing for the rest of your life? You ask me. Work in progress. How about you? Let's just drink to that.
Ooh, wow, that's amazing how 26 syllables is short, but
Yeah.
very powerful.
I think I'm going to show it on the screen so you can see the count here. Let me get my desktop up here. Okay, can you see this? Here's the shadorma. Let me make it a little bit bigger. There we go. What are you doing for the rest? 5 of your life. 3. You ask me. 3. Work in progress. How about you? 7. Let's just drink to that. There are the 26. Interesting.
That is amazing.
Interesting. And I'm going to read my acrostic. I think you'll get a kick out of that. We were supposed to write a poem about nature. So here was one of my acrostics, and I subtitle it with a stretch,
I
perhaps.
love the first one.
So I like looking up very long words. I'll say what are a 14 or 12 or 14 letter word that starts with, and there are websites that'll tell you they have whole lists of long words. So
Hmm.
think of a harlequin, like somebody at a masquerade ball with a mask on. Okay,
Hmm.
that's the first word. So harlequinating until mother accessorizes non-symmetrical nature achromatically to upturn reticent eyebrows nonsensically expressing wonderment. So this is basically for
Wow.
people who have their eyebrows tattooed on. They go up. Let me read it one more time. Harlequinating until mother accessorizes non-symmetrical nature achromatically to upturn reticent eyebrows nonsensically expressing wonderment. There you go.
I
so,
love that.
so I always look for, and here's one more. I wrote this one.
If
This
you
is
knew.
if you knew. I'm flummoxed. You're obviously unaware. Kisses neurologically excite. Oh, I'm sorry. The long last word is missing. Wonderment. Here it is. Wonderment. The word got
Oh,
put in the wrong place. Here we go. Yes. Okay. So here we go. I'm flummoxed. You're obviously unaware. Kisses neurologically excite wonderment. There you are.
if you knew.
Silly me. If you knew. I'm going to stop the share. I've embarrassed myself terribly
I
already.
love that. I'm gonna do that
Okay.
if you knew.
Where lie screaming. So do you have another poem for us?
I do. I
Go ahead.
have I tried to take a stab at the Cinquain,
Mm-hmm.
and it's artist, expressive piece,
Mm-hmm.
painting, drawing, sculpting, canvas with colorful designs. And I was trying to find a synonym, and I just thought craftsman
Mm.
for synonym for artist.
Very cool.
How's that?
And I have one more for you. This is called a disappearing nine, and I'm going to share it on the screen again so you can see it's a visual thing. Disappearing Nine is a poem that has 9 syllables on the first line, then 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ooh, I love that.
So it forms an angle like a triangle. So here we go. Wishing gobble gobble to you who celebrate this annual day of tryptophan-induced thoughts of blessings you received and peeps you still like, but you ignored turkeys, please. Pardon me.
Oh, you write such fun poetry.
Well, I'm looking for a poetry site that likes fun poetry. The one I belong to is very serious, very, very, very talented, very word creative poets who just know how to take words and colors and things and weave them into beautiful poems that are long and very emotional. And I just like the fun stuff. So there you go. So I'll be looking if anybody knows a poetry site where they just want to have fun. I'm
We
looking
all
for
need
that.
fun. We all
Uh,
need fun in our lives.
so what are your news articles? Let's share. You want to share a
Oh my
visual?
goodness.
You ready?
Yes,
You
this one,
have a
I
picture to
thought,
share?
wow, in these day and age,
Oh,
I'm
do you want
sorry.
to do you want to do our artwork first or you want to do the
Yeah,
news
why don't we
first?
do our artwork?
Artwork first. Okay. Why don't you share? You holding it up?
Yeah, so you have inspired me to
Oh
cut up
no.
a credit card,
Again?
and I put
Oh,
resin. So I
I
put
put
resin. I just
hold on. I'm
so
putting you
I
on
so
full
I have
screen. Holding. Karen, that's beautiful.
And I just literally, I think I used a gloved, yeah, my daughter's like, Mom, you have to buy gloves because my fingers were getting all,
Yep.
especially with resin, right? But
Oh
this
yeah.
was so much fun. And my dad, my husband was like, what are you doing with my old credit? We don't even use that bank anymore. And I knew there was a reason why I kept the old credit card.
Yep.
So freeing, so fun.
Good. Show us in. You keep going. I've got you on speaker
Okay.
view.
This one, I decided for the first time to do a round canvas.
Did you
And I
buy
just
that? You
love,
bought it round? And how big is that?
I
A
did.
5 inch,
I
six
think it's
inch?
about, yeah, probably like maybe 6.
Okay.
And I love doing, I never thought about that. Someone said it in their college graphic design class, they did mixed media. Cause I'm always like, I just put do 3D stuff, but I
Mm-hmm.
like that. So I
That's
have like a
beautiful.
moon, a heart, leaves, and just
And
threw
what are the
stuff on.
jewels? What are the what is that blue heart? What is it? It's a plastic heart or what is not
No, it's kind of like a fake, what is it? It's like glass. It looks like a crystal, but it's fake. So
beautiful?
I have this butterfly
Mm-hmm.
also. So they're like 3D
Lovely.
imitation crystals, I guess.
Just lovely.
Yeah. My last one I decided not to do because I've been so obsessed with a what is that? Just abstract. I had an inner child what is that? Retreat.
Retreat, yes.
Right. And I decided someone told me the use of eyes. She had
Mm,
eyes all over the place. And I decided to do the eyes, but incorporate the inner child, the parent, a mouth, hearts, a butterfly, and just totally spontaneous. So I didn't like the
very
way the faces turned out. I thought they looked alienish, but I thought, you know what? Stop the judgment. It's
stop the
fine.
judgment. It's
Stop the
lovely.
judgment.
It's
Thank
lovely. And what
you.
did you use watercolors or what am I seeing there?
I did
Pencil?
everything. Everything is watercolor except the edge. The edge, I just got some acrylic just to go and just made a little
I like the
border.
I like
Yeah,
that.
you have to make that sound when you do that.
I have three real paintings. I'm gonna hold on
You
to
got big ones.
oh yeah,
Bonnie
I
does
got
it
big ones.
big.
Uh,
Oh my gosh, Bonnie.
This one, she just came detached here, but this was on her other eye because I didn't hold it right. So you can imagine this is a lady at the opera, and this is a collage with real jewelry and real jewels. And this was
Whoa.
watercolors. I did this several years ago, and it's called At the Opera with her lorgnette, which is the little eyepiece, the little viewer. Do you like that?
I gotta use jewelry.
See the jewelry? See the
That is beautiful. So what's the
earrings?
mouth? What's the mouth on the right?
Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. That was little looks like little, almost little Christmas balls. Little they're shiny. They're little
Oh
sequin balls.
wow. And did you just put squares? Did you just like how did you make all those many squares?
I think I did. Oh, I drew them. I drew them with a red pencil on the canvas, and then I filled them in with a small brush
That is
with
amazing.
watercolors. Interesting. She's quite a
Yes, I
character.
thought you did a sponge or something, but those are all
No,
individual.
quite a character. And I have another one for you. But hold on now. This one is interesting. I hope it shows up as I destroy my artwork here. This one is another collage. Can you tell who this is?
Ooh.
This was a Christmas, and these are candy wrappers for a Christmas candy. Can you see the red and the green and the circles?
Wow.
Yes. And I took them and I made, you know who this is, right? These are Santa Clauses.
Santa, yeah.
These
That
are
is
all Santa
so
Clauses on
creative.
black canvas. I did this a couple years ago too. I can't even
Oh,
see.
I like the bottom too. Wow, that is I've never seen candy wrappers like that. You know, Bonnie, because you've taught me to use all kinds of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
My daughter's like, "Hey, mom, you want to use this for painting?" And it was the bottom plastic of a big alligator gummy about this big.
Yeah.
And it was just the outline, right? She was gonna throw it away. She says, "You want to use it?" I'm like, "Yeah, I can actually use it as a stencil, or I actually like paint over it." But you have really even inspired my family to say, "Hey, you want to use this?"
Don't throw anything
I
away.
love that.
This is
What did you
acrylics.
use for the center of the?
These are this is I think it's acrylic underneath. These are balloon kisses underneath, and then I went with black paint right out of the bottle, and I created the overlay of the vases or the buckets, if you will, and
Yes.
the stems, the stalks. That's on top of the painting underneath. This was done separately.
But what about is that pearls or what is the 3D the
These
mixed
are
media?
that's glitter glue, just regular glitter glue. Can you see? Just glitter
Oh
glue applied
yeah,
right to
wow,
the
they really
canvas.
look there like they're protruding. So I thought
Yeah.
it was some kind of like
Nope.
diamond or
Nope. It's all silver glitter
pearl.
glue, and the pots are outlined in glue as glitter as well. Isn't that pretty?
Wow, we gotta have an art show
It's one
somewhere.
of my favorite. Somebody, I read somewhere that somebody who wasn't doing any commercial art started selling their paintings on eBay, and they actually were getting $100 or more for their basic
I
everyday
seen
painting. Yeah.
I've seen one and it looked like a real abstract,
Oh,
$50,000.
well, we should all be so lucky. I'll buy
Yeah,
a new car with that. Yes, I don't need a new car. Anyway, no, I would be happy to get 50 to $100 for some. I've got 300
me
paintings here.
too.
They're just overflowing. So I'm glad we shared our artwork. Now we can do the wacky news. So what's your first say
Wacky
what?
news. This is one of the wackiest. I don't know any woman globally who would do this, but maybe they do. It's called Childbirth is No Excuse. In South Korea, there's a reminder to pregnant women to have enough, get ready, pressed shirts, socks, underpants, and frozen meals ready for their husbands when they're in the hospital giving birth. Just sit with that thought. It got a little heated there, but I thought, okay,
No, the
wacky,
audio would not go out. Anybody who's watching. No. Oh my God. Seriously. Okay. All right.
okay.
Okay.
This one I thought was funny. We can all relate to the quarantine era where we could not walk outside, right? Well, there's a rule in Quebec that you can walk out only if you're walking your dog. Okay, that's the rule. So a woman in Quebec was stopped by police walking a man on a leash during a coronavirus, insisting that she was walking her dog, which was permitted under the rules. Is that wacky?
Words escape me.
Speechless.
Speechless. You got two for two here. Go ahead with your third.
This one, we all know that it's perfectly fine to sing during musicals. And Chelsea really wants to see Wicked, and we just been seeing this is the rule, right? And I think Jimmy Fallon said, "Isn't it weird for Wicked? No, this is what AMC theaters ask guests: no singing, talking, flirting, name calling, no wailing. Enjoy the magic of the movies, pretty much in silence." And he was saying, but when Moana came out, people sang for days, weeks, months, years, just repeatedly on and off, right in the theater.
Mhm.
Universal Pictures announced that there will be 1,000 North American theaters where there will be a sing-along screening. The rules
Again,
that we have to follow these days in the
nothing to.
theater. So let's see yours.
I'm going to show mine on the screen because there's some visuals here. Let me do this. Okay. This is a letter in a bottle from 1892, and
Ooh,
it was found in the walls of this lighthouse. Okay.
wow.
Letter in the bottle done in cursive. And the story is very simply this is the Course Wall. Let me scratch this here. The Course Wall Lighthouse in Scotland. It took a whole summer to complete. And when it was done, they re-illuminated the light at the house, a lantern. The team of people who were doing this in 1892 had a quill, an inkwell, and paper. They wrote their names and explained the project, rolled up the paper, and slid it in a glass bottle. And this is what you see here, the bottle and the letter they wrote. Okay,
That
well,
is amazing.
a month ago, engineers were repairing the lighthouse and they came across the 132-year-old bottle with the message inside of it. And it was signed Corswall Light and Fog Signal Station, September 4th, 1892. This lantern was erected by James Wells, engineer, John Westwood, millwright, James Brodie, engineer, David Scott, laborer, spelled with the U, the British way, of the firm of James Milne and Son Engineers, Milton House Works, Edinburgh, during the months of May to September and relighted on Thursday night, 15th September 1892. The following being keepers at the station at this time: John Wilson, principal; John B. Henderson, first assistant; John Lockhart, second assistant. The lens and machine being supplied by James Dove and Company, engineers, Greenside, Edinburgh, and erected by James Burness, John Harrower, James Dodds, engineers with the above firm. So these gentlemen who were fixing it found it, and that's what they did. They found it and they opened it up, and there it was. So they're planning to put their own letter into a bottle. Is that cool?
That is so cool. We have to do that. We have to
We
put
will.
our art in a bottle
Well, yeah,
somewhere.
that'll be the day. Yours will fit, mine won't. Now, here's the second headline is dictionary.com. The word of the year is demure.
Oh
And
my
the,
gosh, this
and
was
the,
huge on TikTok. Yeah.
Yes, this is the woman who coined this, and the similar words that were in contention for the honor were weird, brat, and brain rot. They saw a meteoric rise in usage this year, 1,200% between January and August. This TikToker, her name is Jules, Jolls LeBron, popularized, she says, very demure, very mindful in satirical videos about girls you aren't wearing the same makeup at work that you are when you go out. So that became very famous, very demure, very mindful. And it's so popular, Karen, that Kim Kardashian, J-Lo, and RuPaul are using it in their promotions for the products they're selling. There you go.
Wow.
Books and wine and all that. And my third article is that a lucky couple is
Ooh,
going to have a dream wedding straight out of a romance novel at the Virginia Library for free. The Friends of the
what?
Library, this Arlington, Virginia, they're taking applications through January 24th. Up until January 24th, they'll announce the winners on February 13th, and the wedding will be Saturday, July 12th from 4 to 8 at the Central Library. They will accommodate 50 guests. They will provide food, a cake, photography, a DJ, a photo booth, and music courtesy of the Arlington Philharmonic. You have to be unmarried, 18 years or older, and you have to explain why you love books, love libraries, and love love. And that's the
Wow.
deal. And they will pay for the wedding, and they're going to decide. I wish there was a better picture there, but they will decide who's going to get the wedding gift. Is that cool beans?
That is cool.
Yep.
Wow.
Wow. So we've been we're about 30 minutes here. We're doing, yep, this is one of our shorter ones. But Karen, it's always a pleasure to see you and talk to you. I think we've covered a lot, and I think we'll do one more perhaps
Yes,
before
definitely. Before that,
Christ-
before 2025.
Christmas and Hanukkah are on the same day. Hanukkah is 8 days, but it starts, I believe, the same day as Christmas this year. So there's going to be a holiday overlap, and that should be very interesting. So let's do this just the week before or the
Yes,
week
yes,
after
definitely.
Christmas. Okay. So any parting words? Anything you want to say to everybody?
Just be present during the holidays. Do not stress, do not worry, and let's just be. Forget the bucket list for Christmas, right?
There you go. No bucket list. Yes, I'll think of something. So we'll come up with more songs and more wacky news for next time and more artwork. And I have to go repair my
Yes.
opera, my lady at the opera. So I'm going to start the music here. Let me make sure everything is on. I'm trying to roll a song back here and I'll bring the lyrics next time. I keep promising to bring the lyrics and I've got them saved here. So here we go. Thank you to Serge Huffman for writing the music and singing my lyrics.
Be
And he's
a
playing the song. A cool kid.
hanging with a
It's been real, Karen. Karen G. Bonnie D.
real, pure and fine.
Here we go.
Casting your faking net.
Whatever you want to be, so you want to be. Let's do this for next year. Bop, 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 bop.